Hello guys, and welcome to Tutorial Tuesdays. When I got up this morning and was thinking about filming, it was like the clock's just sprung forward. We're gonna get more sunshine, more hours in the day, and spring is right around the corner, and I was getting all these spring sunshiny vibes. And of course, I found out with checking the weather that, of course, it's gonna be a very gloomy week with a whole lot of rain here in LA. And I just lost all that spring vibe spirit. So as many ideas as I had that I wanted to do, I decided that today would be a good day to do a challenge. So this is going to make for an interesting video. But please stay tuned and join me for our first challenge video here on Tutorial Tuesdays. I watch a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of makeup videos, and there was one challenge a while back, maybe like a year ago, that was posted by Nikkie Tutorials. That was the alphabet challenge, which I thought was super fun and interesting, and it was basically doing your makeup in alphabetical order. So as much as I wanted to watch the video again to get ideas, I did not want to kind of cheat per se and see what she was doing, because it has been quite a while. Like I said, it's probably been a year since I've seen that video. So all I know and remember was that she did everything in alphabetical order. So I just finished writing down a list of everything in order, and I'm telling you, this is going to make for a super fun video. So I do have somewhere to go later. So either this is going to go really, really well, and I'm going to look at least decent, if not maybe cute, to go to this place, or I'm going to finish this and have to wipe off all my crazy looking makeup before I can go anywhere, and I'm just going to go without makeup because I don't have time to redo it again. So I am crossing my fingers and hoping that this does not end up being a complete and total failure. That being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. So on my list of items to do, the first thing that pops up, because normally, I would either do brows and get into my eyes, or I would do my foundation, concealer, so on. Today, the first thing, starting with a B, before concealer or anything with your brows, is blush. So blush is usually one of the absolute last steps in my routine. But we're going to go with it. So alphabet challenge, here we go. I'm really going to try my best to make this look good. So I am going to run into a bit of an issue here, because unlike Nikkie Tutorials and probably a whole bunch of other lovely beauty gurus on the YouTube universe, I don't have as large of a selection of products as they do. So it's going to make it really interesting because I have to work with a lot less. That being said, my first two steps are blush and then bronzer, which are typically powder products. That's all I've ever used is powder products for my blush and bronzer. And rule number one on putting on your makeup, do not ever put a powder product underneath a liquid product. You want to put your liquid on first and then set with your powders. So I can either start with the powder anyways and just take the risk, maybe do light powder, or I can try to find something alternative to use. Alright, so in place of using a powdered blush, I don't have a lot of options, and I don't want to go too red. Ooh, this could be a disaster. I am going to take, do I want to do this? The only two I have that I would even consider using as a blush, this is a Napoleon in Xenia, which is a deep red, or we can use Jeffrey's Girl, which is more of a pink, or we can use the Victoria's Secret Velvet Matte. Something gives me a feeling this might be better to play with, because even though it's a very, very red, it's not as permanent as, let's say, the Jeffree Star would be. Jeffree Star, I just feel like I'm going to have trouble blending as a blush. So I'm going to go ahead and scratch both of those options. Ooh, and we are going to try just a little bit of this Velvet Matte. I'm going to put a little bit on a brush, and we're just going to see if I can use this as a blush color, and that is just going to be red. So we just want to rosy up the cheeks a little bit, and keep in mind, at some point, foundation is going to come over it, so I'm going to go a little bit heavy. Oh my gosh. Ah! So I'm going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to just try to spread that out. And I just want to make sure the cheeks are nice and rosy. So that when I do go back in later with the foundation, you'll still be able to see it because obviously you can't go in and do this again. Ah, what am I doing with my life? I mean, I guess later I'll be able to correct it. Again, I do want it to be kind of dark. I just don't want to go too dark because I am going to be adding foundation, but I still think that this is going to be a much better idea than going in with a powder. We're rosy, kind of getting those e-girl vibes, a little bit on the nose and I'd be good. Okay, so next, again, I don't want to go in with a powder product and I don't have a cream bronzer. This is going to be really, really dark. But again, we're just having some fun, right? I'm trying to see before I commit if I have a brown lipstick that'll work. I don't think that I do. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to use another lipstick because, again, I want to go in wet. So it teaches you to do other things in your makeup. All right, so I'm going to go in with the MAC Bronx. This is actually one of my favorite MAC lip colors. I'm going to go in with a brush again, and now we are going to contour. And again, I'm going to go in deeper than I normally would because, of course, I need this to show up later whenever we get to the foundation portion. So this is going to be more like a contour bronze because I don't really contour because, I don't know. We're just going to figure it out as we go along. I'm very tempted to go in with something darker. I'm going to try a little bit of like brow gel. This is the Mocha brow gel from Morphe. I'm going to see on the other side if that's too dark. And we got to go real light with this one. Yeah, no, I think I can use this and blend it in. Oh, that is brown. This is gonna look so crazy. What did I get myself into? Oh my goodness. Please, makeup gods, let this blend in. This is gonna look so nuts. I am going to take a smaller brush. Normally I would use my fan brush, but I only have one of those and I don't want to ruin it. So I'm going to take one of my old concealer brushes. Take a little bit more of that darker Morphe gel. I'm using brow gel on my face. This doesn't show you that you can use makeup for anything. I don't know what does. So we're just way too dark, but you know? Alright, and take a little more before I start blending and just get that chin. This is so dark. But again, we're going to go over it with foundation, so just pray. Let this all come down later. Ah! I look hilarious. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my sponge and blend this out. And let's hope that I can make this work. I mean, nose is not so bad once it's blended in. Let's see. Now that I'm actually blending it in, my fear is that once I put on some foundation, you're not going to see it at all. Okay, so blend, 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 blend. I have no idea how this is going to come out. Okay, that took altogether way too long, and yeah, I'm wearing a lipstick and eyebrow gel on my face, so that's fun. Next, we get into brows. We have brow gel and brow pencil, and that will be last for the bees. So, of course, before brow pencil comes brow gel. So, unfortunately, we had a bit of technical difficulties there. Usually, I don't like to do my brows on camera. I hate just the whole process of doing brows. But apparently my camera didn't want to see me do them either because it decided to die while I did my brows. So, I have went off camera to do my brows, not intentionally. I will tell you this, I did the brow gel, and I used the Anastasia Dip Brow, which I absolutely hate first, and then I went in afterwards with my brow definer pencil, which I love, also from Anastasia Beverly Hills. never again. I mean, just cleaning it up and the chunks, and you usually would use your brow gel afterwards. Anyways, that being said, we are finally past the B's. It is time to move on to C, which is concealer. Now, again, normally my concealer is done after my foundation and before my bronzer or my blush. I guess I'm going to conceal as usual. I'm just worried that the foundation is going to take away too much from the bronzing and blush, so I'm probably going to just go pretty light with the concealer and hope for the best. My big place to attack is always these dark circles anyways, so let's just start there. Now typically we're at the point where I immediately want to set under my eyes with some powder, but setting powder comes much later in the routine, so we're just going to hope for the best with this. Now we are getting into eyes, E. So the first thing on the eye list, typically I would put down primer and then shadow and then liner and then lashes. But the absolute first thing starts with an L, eyeliner. So I guess we are going to start by putting some eyeliner on just to cover it up in a little bit with a whole bunch of other eye products. So, yeah, let's get that going. I am going to do my typical routine. I'm going to use a eyeshadow because I'm just not a fan of liners, just personal preference. And what I'm going to go ahead and do, since I'm going to do kind of a basic look, I'm going to go in with my Morphe X James Charles palette. This is one of my favorite Morphe produced palettes. It is really good quality, and this is the original one. So I'm going to go in with that. I'm going to take my, what is this, my Morphe M165 detailing brush. I'm going to spray it down with a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus, and then I'm going to go in just to this top kind of dark brown shade here, and I'm going to use that as my liner. And this is a really bad idea because I don't know how in the world I'm going to prime and shadow later, but let's just do it. Okay, liner is on. It looks 100% crazy with nothing else with it, but we're going to move on from there. So the next thing starts with a P, eye primer. So at least I get to prime before I do eyeshadow because I don't know how in the world that would work the other way around. I'm going to take my edging brush, which is my Morphe, the Jeffree Star JS7 brush. I'm going to take that little detailed brush, and I'm going to try to edge my primer around my eyeliner so that I don't completely screw the eyeliner up. So let's see if I can make that work. It's not working at all. Getting it in the eyeliner, I'm getting eyeliner all over the brush, so yeah, I'm just going to keep working on it. Try and edge out the other side, and I'm going to move on with this because ABC challenge. You guys join me. Okay, I've 100% given up on that tactic. I'm just going to take a little bit of my MAC Painterly paint pot on here, and you know, we're just, I don't know what we're doing. Let's just try to get this done, huh? Okay, so primer's laid down. We are going to go with the basic brown look today. Just something kind of simple. So I'm going to just stay in my Morphe X James Charles palette. I'm going to go into, because he doesn't, or they don't label their shades, I'm just going to go into this brown color here. I'm going to use that as my transition shade. Now let's get this eyeshadow done without hopefully messing up my eyeliner, which is already messed up. So let's just, you know, go with it. We'll be honest with you, it's been a while since I played in his palette. These colors do actually lay down really, really nicely. Alright, next I'm going to take my Morphe R41, my little packing brush, and I am going to go into this little bit darker brown up here in the top right corner. So we're going to take that, and we are going to use that in the outer V portion of the eye. So I'm just going to take the color first and just pack it into the outside, hopefully without messing up that eyeliner that I've already got down there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Morphe. This is the JS9 Fluffy Jeffree Star Blender brush, and I'm going to take that color and I'm just going to kind of blend it out and bring it into the crease. And do the same thing with the other eye. So again, once it's packed in, I'm going to go in with that fluffy blender brush, blend it out, and blend it into the crease. Alright, next I'm going to take my Morphe JS10, a little packing brush. I'm going to spritz it down with a little bit of my MAC Fix Plus. And then I'm going to take that, and I think I'm going to take it into this gold shade right here, the third one over. And this is a metallic, so that's why you want to use a wet brush. You grab a nice little amount of that, and I'm just going to pack this all over the lid. And I obviously wasn't careful enough with my eyeliner on that one, so I'm just going to try to blend it and match it on the other side, because if we could go back and fix it, kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge, huh? Alright, so for under the eye, I'm basically just going to take that same dark brown in the top right hand corner and bring it about, I'd say about halfway down under the eye, and then I'm just going to come in with my transition shade all the way into the inner corner and just kind of blend those together. So outside will be the dark brown, inside will be the lighter transition shade I used. Okay, now that that's done, all I have to do is highlight in the inner corner. I'll go ahead and start on the brow bone. Brow bone, I'm going to go ahead and take this kind of, I don't know, highlighter metallic shade right here that looks like skin. And I'm going to go ahead and use this for the brow bone. Then I'm going to be a little bit more extra for the inner corner, and I'm going to go in with this kind of lighter metallic shade up here. And I'm going to use that for the inner corner, and I'm going to use that on my JS13. Okay, so eyes are done. That was a mission. My eyeliner looks jacked. I'm really hoping that I'm really hoping that once I put on an eyelash that that eyeliner is not going to be so noticeable. I'm kind of hoping that you guys can't see how bad it is in the camera that I'm using. Alright, so we've done eyeliner, eye primer, eyeshadow, and now we're finally to finishing the base, which is foundation. I don't even know how this is going to work. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty Hydrating Pro Filter, or my Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation, my absolute favorite foundation on the market right now. I'm going to put a few pumps on the back of my hand, take my damp beauty blender, and I'm going to just take my time. I don't want to just cover everything. So let's just start down here where I know I need it. I'll put a little on the lip, right? And we'll just kind of edge it up the center of the nose, right? Do a little bit on the inside of the forehead, but I'm just going to be very cautious where I'm putting it so that I don't ruin, I'll use the other side that's clean to blend up here, so I don't ruin the bronzing and the blush. So let me play around for a little while and see if I can figure this out without completely destroying my look. Alright guys, I am not mad at it. Definitely not how I would ever do my makeup again, but not mad at it. So let's move on. So we've done foundation, now it's highlighter, and thank goodness highlighter is after foundation, because I don't know how the heck I would have pulled that off. So I think for today I am going to go in with my Morphe 8S. It is the Stellar Impact highlighting palette. And I'm going to go in ahead and take my JS4 fluffy highlighter brush. I'm going to go ahead and take that, and I'm going to go ahead and dip into Galactic, which is right here. And I'm just going to lightly highlight the cheeks, nose, and Cupid's bow. Okay, highlighting is done, and next we're down to L, which the first thing that comes in L is lashes. So thank goodness the rest of my eyes are done. I'm hoping that the lashes are going to save this eyeliner issue I've got going on here. Alright guys, so I went off camera, I went ahead and did just a short lash. Did it fix the eyeliner? No, not really, but it's not that noticeable, so I guess we're just gonna live with it. I'll really see once I watch this video back later. That being said, so we're done with lashes. Next, we have lips, lip. So the problem with this is I always use a lipstick and a lip gloss. And typically you would put on your lipstick and then your lip gloss, right? But G comes before S. So I am going to gloss my lips first and then apply a lipstick over the top of it. So since I'm probably going to ruin the gloss anyways, I am going to just use, this is way old, I just used the Maybelline Stay Glossy lip gloss. This might even have a little bit of color in it for mixing it over lipsticks, but I'm going to use that, and I'm going to gloss the lips. Okay, so lip gloss is on. I don't know how this is going to work, but I'm going to go ahead and take my Tarte, this is called Bestie. It's a little bit darker, I don't know, one of my favorite colors, liquid lip. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over the lip gloss. Something gives me a feeling this is going to bleed out like crazy, but here we go. It's a little juicy. Alright, so that's on. Doesn't look so bad yet, but this does dry down as a matte, so typically my gloss would go over. We're going to see what happens with that as it sits for a second. Alright, so lip gloss and lipstick is on. Next is mascara. Now, I know a lot of people that do their mascara after they put their lashes on. I don't know, that fuses the lashes together or whatever. That's fine if that's what you like. I hate doing mascara after my lashes. One, I feel it ruins the lashes so you can't wear them again. And two, it just, I don't know, it bothers me for some reason. But I'm going to go in with my waterproof mascara. This is my Rocket Volume mascara, and I'm going to go ahead and go very lightly and just try to darken up my natural lashes. So mascara's done, and now finally we're getting into setting powders, which I don't even know the point anymore. So I am gonna, I guess you could say, cheat a little bit. I'm gonna take my R32 Morphe brush. I'm just gonna make sure that I'm smooth here, which luckily I am. I think that the eyeshadows kind of helped a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I'm gonna take my Maybelline Fit Me powder. It's just my go-to simple press powder. I'm going to take it on my JS5 fluffy brush, and I'm going to just set slightly under the eyes. This little nose area where, yeah, I'm definitely already getting a little bit of settling. Then I'm going to take my big fluffy brush, and I'm not going to go too crazy because, again, I don't want to lighten anything too much, but I'm going to just go and set pretty much any portion of the face where I had like foundation primarily. The blush and bronzer, well, actually, I'm just going to set everything. How about that? Take my fluffy brush and just set my entire face, and this is my Morphe JS2. And next is setting spray. And I just realized I forgot primer. My bad. Primer should have came before my setting powder. So it's LMNOP primer. So it would have been mascara and then primer. This is prep and prime. So I'm going to say this is my primer and my setting spray. So I messed up just slightly. But we're going to use this as my setting spray. And also just because I love it so much, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay All-Nighter. Alright guys, so that's it for today's look. I had a lot of fun doing this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wear it out. The eyeliner is probably the biggest thing I had difficulty with, is getting it. I mean, it looks like crap, but I did it. I was able to complete the ABC challenge and do things completely out of whack and out of order. It was an interesting journey, and I'm ready for spring to come so we can start playing with some spring stuff and we don't have to do these kind of weird videos. Although, to be honest with you, I am going to do more challenges. I'm going to probably pull challenges up from years ago just because obviously I didn't have a YouTube channel then. I do now, and you know what? I like challenges, and I want to do the challenges too. So I do plan to do a whole lot more challenges on my channel. If you guys have anything you want to see, put it down in the comments below. I will definitely be keeping an eye out for you guys. You know, hit me up on Instagram, Twitter. You want to message me, whatever it is. See me in person, let me know. But I'm having a lot of fun with this channel, so we will be doing more challenges on our Tutorial Tuesdays. If you have not done so already, please like this video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified of my upcoming uploads, and share with your friends. Thank you guys again for joining me for Tutorial Tuesdays, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.